I believe we're live, young lady. This is kind of weird because I have to actually look through the camera to see you. Hopefully we're here. Hopefully we are live. Yeah, exactly. 223, 132 over 89. I have to make the announcement every single week. Yeah, not as extreme as it was last week, but still good. I'm still happy. Things are getting more down, more normal, I guess you could say. So happy about that. Thank you, Candy. Merry Christmas to everyone, or whatever holiday you celebrate. Merry that holiday too. Happy. Hello, everyone. Whatever. I just made that very weird, but welcome. Very excited to be here on Christmas Eve. We're not really, but we're just going to act like we are. Yeah, that definitely helps. Let me make sure your microphone is on. Yes, it is. Okay. So yeah, sorry about that. Once again, Lisa has broken the cardinal rule of, but hey, we're here. We're happy to be here. It's exciting. I've been messing with this all day. If you haven't noticed, we are indeed in a new spot, or actually an old spot. We've been here before, but we haven't been here in a long time. And now we are back here. And
minus a cat, because it used to be Reno and Mama Cat, then it was Honey, and now it's just no cats.
And minus about 13 or 14 tanks. But
somebody just said they can't hear me, so
that is probably because, let's see. Okay, let's do an audio check on Lisa because I'm getting her on the, let's see, talk into the microphone. Let me check it on here.
Okay.
Okay, I know what to do. Okay, now do it.
Oh,
there we go.
okay.
Yep. Gotcha, everybody. We gotcha. See, there's like a 15 or 20-second delay. I think we are back in business now. You're going to need to go ahead and talk a little bit so that people can hear you.
Okay, sorry that John didn't know how to, do the mic thing for me.
All right. So listen, here's the real deal here, okay? I've been messing with this for the last like 3 or 4 hours. And the thing is, we're streaming from a different computer today than what I'm used to. It's not a new setup, but it's a new way of setting things up. Mm-hmm. There's no new equipment or anything like that, but it's a new way of doing things, moving things back up here to the garage. So yeah, there was one little box that wasn't checked. And it's not that your mic wasn't on. It was more that I needed to remove echo cancellation, just in case you were wondering. That's what has to happen to be able to get 2 microphones to work. I don't know. It is what it is. There's always got to be something. We're both here now and very excited. Now we do have to talk about some things because there is something that doesn't look very good, but there's something in the shot here behind you that no one has seen yet.
The interesting thing is, if I knew I was going to like blend in with it so much, I wouldn't have wore this color shirt.
I was going to say something about that, but I'm wearing black. So, it's Christmas. You're at least wearing a color that is associated with Christmas. So
it doesn't even look like the same color, but anyways.
Well, I don't know, but yes, Lisa is sitting in front of the new 240, and I'm pretty sure that is what you are going to see behind her from now on. However, obviously it needs some work. Maybe water, maybe water would be nice to put into that tank. But yes, we got the new tank in here, and it was an interesting situation. And I'm going to tell the story, even though there's going to be a video uploaded on Sunday that's going to explain all of this too. But it was kind of funny because they brought the tank here. It was delivered on a truck on a lift gate. Again, footage of that will be in the video. They put it right in front of the garage door. You can't see the garage door behind her because I put a little blanket over it, but there is a garage door behind her. And they put the tank right on the other side of that garage door. John, dummy, why didn't you open the garage door and they would have wheeled it right in? That's true, they would have. However, there was a bunch of stuff in the way. And we had to get all of that down, which we did. We got everything down, got it organized into our basement, which is now the place that is housing our products that we sell on the website and all that kind of stuff. And then we were able to get the tank into here. But the problem was, it's the week of Christmas. How are we going to get people to help us bring it into here? And it just so happened, what was it, Sunday night, we had our oldest over. He is as strong as an ox. And I was like, hey, while you're here, help me out with this. Help me get it into the house, at least get it into the house. So we brought it in, just the two of us. And it's not like we're Hercules or anything like that. That tank weighs about 450 pounds as you see it,
and
bone
the stand
dry.
is on wheels.
The stand's on wheels, and the stand is also really, really high. It's a 36-inch stand. So to put that, two people, him and I could have picked the tank up by ourselves, but we weren't going any higher than like deadlift height. There was no way.
Who was holding the stand? Me.
Well, that was you, yes. But what ended up happening is, what day was it? It was a couple of days ago.
Right.
Anyway,
Oh, yeah.
we have become friends with our UPS driver. He's a good dude. We know him on a first name basis. He's a good guy. And the thing is, he actually does us a favor all the time. And he stops here every single day to pick up our stuff from that's going out UPS. And he doesn't have to do that. It's not on his route to do that. He just does it because he's a good dude. And he comes over. We're like his last stop of the day. Him and I end up talking and all this kind of stuff. So it's been awesome. And I knew he was coming, and he actually texted me earlier in the day asking me for a favor. I know this is going to sound weird, but he actually asked me if I could print out some UPS shipping labels, which of course I do that all day long. So I'm like, yeah, that's no problem. No big deal. So when he gets here, he has a helper with him because it's the holiday season. And my nephew was over here, and I said, hey, while you're here and while you're in this room, because I'm printing out these labels for you, maybe I could ask a favor of you. And he was happy to do it, even though he probably shouldn't have, because, liability and all this kind of stuff. And I told him, hey, if you don't want to do this, if you don't feel comfortable, don't do it. I'm not going to be mad at you. He said, no, let's just do it. So the four of us picked it up and got it onto the stand like you see it now. So it was an interesting way to get things done. But if we hadn't done that, then you would have been looking at basically the garage door. Mm-hmm. So at least we were able to get that up onto the stand, and at least it's something behind you, even though it has a giant studio light reflecting off of it. And it's just, I got to get things figured out here. We've only had things set up in this room for 4 or 5 days. So, cut us a little bit of slack, and it is the week of Christmas. So,
right.
Do you have anything you want to talk about before I talk about my next thing that nobody has seen yet, but it's there?
Oh, no, go ahead and talk about that.
Okay, so again, one day this week, who knows when it was, I'm looking behind me for a reason here. Oh, there we go. There we go, right there. You see somebody in the tank here, a new little fella, not a little fella. He's about 8 or so inches long. I got to stay this way so that I cover up my computer screen. But you see a new guy in here. I had to go to an area to pick up an order of product for the website. I had to drive down there to this loading dock area, pick it up. While I was down there, I decided to stop at a shop that is a guy that I've gotten to know over the years. The shop is called Schools of Fish. It's in Richmond, Virginia. If you haven't been there, if you live in that area, check it out. Very, very cool shop. They actually just moved into a new space. They used to be in a unique place to have a fish room, or not a fish room, but a fish store. Instead of it being a large, wide open shopping area like you would expect most fish stores to be, this particular store was
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, he's not. Come on.
No, you're talking about Rama.
I know. That's not Mr. Beast. Come on. That's not the real guy. That's a troll. That's Bob Steenfott is who that is. Ain't no way that... Let me check here. Let me see something here.
You're going to stop in the middle of the stream to check.
Listen. Oh, where is it? If Mr. Beast shows up, the real one, not a troll that's acting like him. If one of the biggest YouTube channels, and in my opinion, I'm just going to say it, whether that's him or not, the best YouTube channel on the platform shows up in our live stream, I'm going to check and see. I can't even do it. So I was going to check and see if that was actually him, because you can click on it, but I can't do it. So anyway, hey, if that's you, Mr. Beast, wow, what are you doing here? Send me some ideas for some videos. You seem to be a pretty big genius on how to do that. But let's be real. That's not really him. Who have we had visit us before? We've had Donald Trump in the live stream before. We've had all different kinds of people.
Right.
People acting like other fish keeping YouTubers.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
So,
there
yeah.
was the Rick.
Yeah, the Rick was
Supposedly
there. Sickly Man 09 was here. Yeah, it's a whole thing. So that's what's happening.
Yeah, it's Bob.
If that's really him, that would be really cool. And it would make me wonder, why are you here? I mean, I love your channel. But anyway,
Okay.
so we
Yeah,
had
let's
to
talk
go.
about the fish store.
While I was down there, I went to my friend Rama Sabakan's shop, and it's called Schools of Fish, and I cannot see him anymore. The reason why I went down there is because I had messaged him a while ago saying, hey, look, I'm going to do an all Oscar tank. I need some larger Oscars. Do you have any? And he sent me a picture of this one. And he is a gorgeous red Oscar that is not making an appearance anymore.
It's because he's scared of those killers over there.
Okay, listen.
Sorry.
The existing Oscars have definitely let him know that he's in their house. There hasn't been any damage. There hasn't been any like fighting or lip locking or scales flying off or damaged fins. There hasn't been any of that, but they kind of let him know right when I put the fish in the tank. They kind of let him know, hey, Jack, guess what? This is our house and you're going to play by our rules or else. And so I think they've kind of restricted him to behind the log.
Poor
I don't see
thing.
him anymore, but he hangs out back there, or she hangs out back there. I don't know. There was some interesting behavior that was happening in there within the first couple hours of me putting him in there that made me think, could that be a female? And could they maybe be wanting to breed? That would take this tank to a whole new level. But
Oh, goodness.
we won't talk
No.
about that yet. But this is an absolutely gorgeous fish, and I wish I could show him to you. But he's back there behind the tank. And the thing that's funny about it, you can't really see him, but he's right here. My common pleco is right here, and he's about 13, 14 inches now. He's gotten really big. And the only reason he's out here is because the Oscar's back there.
Oh, that's right.
So the Oscar has basically pushed him out here, which is, talk about claiming territory. The Oscar, he's a good 8-9 inches long, has basically gone back there and said, hey, well, if I can't have the big tank, I'm coming back here and this is going to be my spot and you're just going to have to get out. So, but anyway, it's really, really cool. I had a real good price. I've been looking around at larger Oscars. They're all over the place. A lot of people are selling them. A lot of websites are selling them. Websites that we've ordered from, websites that we haven't ordered from. And some of them are a little steep as far as cost goes when you get to the larger sizes. But this one was very reasonable. So hopefully he makes another
Looking
appearance.
for him.
Is he peeking out again?
No.
No, that's the tiger. So he is a red Oscar. If you're not in the world of Oscars, it's not actually a red fish. It's mostly orange, but The primary color is the orange, and then there's like black highlights and stuff like that. They're really, really pretty, gorgeous fish. Now I just need to find an albino red and 2 lemons. That's what I want to find. And, you know, I've seen some really nice ones on some websites, and I thought about pulling the trigger, but it's Christmas time, and I just spent a whole lot of money on equipment and stuff like that. So I...
There, is that him? I
Yep.
think he just peeked out.
Yeah, he's down there at the bottom. He'll be making an appearance. He comes out and he swims around, and then he goes back there. You'll see him swimming around behind my head throughout the stream tonight. But yeah, I love him. He is awesome. Somebody commented that's actually Mr. Beast's logo, though. It's true, but anybody can pull that logo and create a channel and make their own. So until I figure out a way to get some kind of confirmation that that is Mr. Beast, which I find very unlikely because, you know, I'm sure he doesn't have anything to do on Christmas Eve. I'm not going to fly off the handle because if it's a troll, that's exactly what they want me to do. But it's funny because 15 minutes ago, I was watching a Mr. Beast video. Wouldn't that be funny? So anyway.
I don't even know who he is.
Well, that's probably not a good thing to say if that's actually him. He's going to be like, well,
He's
screw
just a
these people.
troll.
I
It's a
know,
troll.
but
Candy even said it's not verified.
yeah, I don't know. Who cares? It doesn't matter. But yeah, you should know. I think he's like 48 million subscribers now or something. It's just, he's absolutely outrageous.
Doesn't impress me. So anyways.
Stop it. That could be him. No. What else do we have to talk about? Do you have anything to talk about? I mean,
Well,
I've been going.
I finally have my beta room set up. And
Yes,
I,
you do.
I took a very small picture of that and put it on Instagram. It showed maybe a fourth of my beta room, but you know, my 75 gallon beta sorority is one of my, I would say my favorite sorority out of all the sororities that I have. I guess mainly because of you know, they're all sisters and they're just cute, and I don't know. I love that tank a lot. And to make it even, you know, more special is having the Audrey Hepburn picture above it and all 3 of the beta pictures that Priscilla drew. So I really, really like that tank a lot in there. And I didn't want to take any of the sorority tanks out. I didn't want to take my discus tank out because it's a beta room, but I left the discus tank in there specifically because that's a special tank to me. And it's just going to be the oddball in the room, but I have hundreds of betas in that room, and it's insane, but it's so much fun. And I've put plants in there. I've just had a lot of fun with it, so I'm looking forward to really expanding and getting more betas in there once we get to a better place with the weather. Because I mean, there's no sense in getting more and causing myself to have more fish to take care of and feed and keeping, you know, the containers they're in. I'd rather not if I don't have to. So it's just easier to do it this way. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to doing a tour of that room and sharing that with everybody.
Me too.
Because it's going to be so much fun.
I am not saying this to get brownie points. I'm going to get my brownie points tomorrow. I ain't worried about that tonight. That room, folks, is gorgeous. And all I had to do with it was basically moving the heavy stuff in. That's all I had to do with it. Everything else was set up by her. It's absolutely beautiful. It looks like a formal betta. I don't want to say gallery because that's copying Joey, but that's what it looks like. It looks like a very nice upscale kind of thing. The room is considerably larger than the room that it was in before. They're all organized. It looks wonderful. It looks fantastic. I can't wait to show it to you. The whole room. I don't know when that's going to happen. It's a good way to segue into the next thing that I wanted to talk about, though. But before I get into that,
Did you see who's in the chat?
Let me guess. Is it Mark Rober this time?
No,
Is it Casey Neistat?
No, it's David Flippo.
Oh, really? That's funny. He knows who Mr. Beast is. We're giving these away tonight, ladies and gentlemen. We're giving these two filters away. The Shark ADV 600. Yes, that is a 600. And the Sicce Micron, great for nano tanks, internal filter. This is great for nano tanks and even larger tanks. Maybe you want a little bit more flow. I've done videos on both of these. You can check those out. If you want to see the video to see if it's something you'd even be interested in winning, we're going to give both of these away today. And the way we're going to do it is going to be actually kind of unique. I haven't seen anybody do it this way. I came up with this idea a couple hours ago, and I think it's going to be fun. And we'll have to see how it goes. But here's what I have. I have a spy in the chat.
Oh.
I have a spy in the chat tonight. Somebody that's watching, probably not saying anything, just watching and monitoring things and seeing what's going on. And that person is going to message me privately, not put it in the chat, message me privately and say, these two people are the people that I believe should win.
Okay.
So it's a different way of doing it. I want to do things differently. I mean, David Flippo is her son, by the way, in case anybody, people were probably like, who's David Flippo? What?
Yeah.
Anyway.
Especially when he said, bye, see you tomorrow.
Oh.
Heart.
It was Santa Claus. But yeah, this person, so be on your P's and Q's, folks. If you're a troll, that Mr. Beast person, you're not going to win. Wouldn't it be funny if that's who won? But anyway, if you're someone who is active in the community, somebody who is helping out others in the chat, because let's face it, we can't answer every single question. We can't see. I mean, if you just look at the chat, look how fast it's scrolling. And at the same time, we're having to watch everything else that's going on. So it's very difficult to get to every single person. And sometimes it's difficult to get to any of them. So that's what this spy, you don't know who this person is. Nobody's going to know who this person is going to be watching things, and they're going to let me know who should be the winner of these. The only rule to win one of these filters, they're not going both of them to the same person. We're going to give one person the Shark and one person the Micron. The only rule is you have to be here and you have to live in the United States. That's it. That's all there is to it. So I said that this was going to be a good segue into something else, but I don't think I'm going to waste any more time. I think we need to get into some Q&A stuff, because I was going to talk about YouTube a little bit, very positively. I was not going to gripe about YouTube or anything like that, but I did, I was going to talk about some of those things, but I'm not going to, because it's just no reason to do that. So I do want to talk about one thing though. And I actually wanted to talk about this first, but I have this new stupid thing.
Is it something that you haven't even talked to me about and I'm just finding out now?
Oh no, you definitely know about this. And now that it has kind of been made public, I feel a little bit more comfortable talking about it. I'm not gonna say any names or give any kind of, I'm going to kind of speak in code, because I don't know. This person has talked about it, but not necessarily to the public. It was more to channel members. I have a friend on YouTube that is somebody that I call a friend, like a genuine friend. This is somebody I spent a lot of time with. It's somebody that I know. It's somebody that you know. This person's had a pretty rough week. And I mean rough, like tragic week. And I wish I could talk more about it, but again, I don't want to put it all out there, but this is somebody that I do consider a friend, and I wish there was something I could do to make things better, but I can't. But what it got me thinking about when all of this happened, which is kind of why I wanted to talk about YouTube a little bit, it just kind of put things into perspective for me. Like, hey, enjoy every day. Yeah. Enjoy every minute. Do your thing. Enjoy yourself. Love life. I know it sounds cliche, but this person knows firsthand that things can change like that. Literally 1 minute, everything is great and things are moving in the right direction. And the next, everything is turned upside down. And you will know more about this. Please, if anybody knows what I'm talking about, let's not put names and stuff like that out there, because I'm not trying to go there. All I wanted to do was say, this person that I'm talking about, if this person is watching, this person knows I'm talking about them. And I'm thinking about you. Do anything I can do to help you. I don't know what I could do, but hey, you can ask. I'll do absolutely what I can. And it's kind of woken me up, as if the last couple of weeks with my health situation and all that hasn't woken me up. This kind of wakes me up even more. And so, yeah, when you find out, when it becomes public, you'll know what I'm talking about, and you'll be right there with me, because everybody loves this person. So anyway, oh, hello.
Oh, must be one of the cats at the front door.
It's Mr. Beast at the front door. Okay. So I don't have anything else to talk about. So we got to go to the chat. I told you I have this set up on a different system. I have my laptop in front of me with nothing on it but the chat. So I'm going to try to find one. You try to find one. I tell you what I am going to do, though. I am going to get into the super chats, because I saw a red one or a pink one. So let me do this real quick while you find a question to answer. How about that?
Okay.
Very good. Mary Paige Flynn joined back up as a member. I know she's been a member before. Welcome back to the team. Eric Furlow, before the stream even started, in case I don't make it to the stream tonight, I just wanted to say Merry Christmas to you and Lisa and give y'all a little extra Christmas cheer.
Oh, thank you so much.
Eric is the man.
Yes.
And if never mind. Lorraine Sim became a member. Welcome, Lorraine. Super happy to have you. Every time I hear the name Lorraine, I think of Back to the Future.
Oh, gotcha.
The movie that you can't stand. Melissa Jaswald for being here on Fishmas Eve. I mean Catmas Eve. I mean Christmas Eve. My pets think it's spelled differently. That's adorable. Fish Tank Barn, Merry Christmas, John and Lisa, right back at you, Mike. Saw the video you did about betta sororities. That was very, very cool. And glad our fish were making an appearance in there. That was awesome.
Yeah, very nice.
I would love it if someone, and Mike, you can even do it. I don't think there's any rule against that. Share that video, because it has our fish in it. Share that video in the chat. People can check it out. Stephen P. 2003, what time is the airing of grievances? I don't have any grievances that I know of. Are there grievances? Hey, there he is. Ain't he pretty? Look at him. He's gorgeous.
Can you see him? I mean, I'm in a delay, so I can't
Yeah.
tell.
Yeah. And I have the white turned way down on the tank, so it makes the colors really pop. And yeah, he is, he's gorgeous. So I don't know about the grievances, Stephen P. You want to air your grievances, you go right ahead with it.
Maybe it's a show. I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know. But thank you.
Chad Kratz commented on that and said, I believe the appropriate time for that is 0000 when the kids should be asleep.
Huh.
I'm just confused now.
Me
I don't know.
too.
I don't know what that's all about. Chelsea Simonson, new member. You guys have been so helpful and fun. My fiance just got me a 29-gallon tank for Christmas.
Oh, nice.
Still getting stuff for it as we speak.
That's awesome.
I know the feeling. And Chelsea, just imagine, I've got to do that for a 240-gallon tank. So everything is bigger and everything moves more water, and it's very expensive. I'm not getting stuff sent to me for free. I've got to go out and buy this stuff. So just like everybody else does. And so I feel you is what I'm trying to say. But the good thing is we got a lot of tanks, and I don't have to have that up by next week. I can take my time, have fun with it. We're going to make a video about building the sump, which I still don't know how I'm going to do. I know the pumps that I'm going to use in it, and I have a general idea of what I'm going to do, but I'm going to make videos all about that, and it's going to be a lot of fun. So that is coming. I'm also going to make a video finally after we've had this a year now.
Oh, yeah.
Finally building a wrap for this tank. And the main reason why I'm doing it is because the sump is not super loud, but there is that sound of water. Mm. And I don't like that. I know I'm in the minority here. I know that most people love that sound of water. It helps relax and all this. In the right setting, yes. But while I'm sitting here editing a video, or while I'm sitting here playing video games on my TV that's right there, no, I don't want to hear that. It makes me have to pee. So I want to build a wrap for that. Obviously, I'm not going to build a new stand because that's a stainless steel stand that you could park a Mack truck on.
Very sturdy.
I'm going to build something to wrap around it that's basically going to look like the stand that's behind you. So yeah, that's going to be fun. Again, video will be done about that. It'll be unlike any other video that I've ever done because it's going to be a woodworking video. Mm-hmm. So that's going to be fun. But anyway, yeah, I'm getting off track here.
I have one.
Okay.
Melissa Jaswald. Lisa, when do you think you'll be selling your not so perfect betas? I always look for a bubbles. Well, one of the things I was trying to do was wait until the beta room project was done and just be organized, because I was kind of organized before, but in a very odd place where it was set up, and I wanted to make sure that I was in a better place, organized, not moving, anymore, and that's coming very soon, I promise, because I have a few that I really want them to find good homes, because I know they're not going to be for sale, and I don't want them to live the rest of their life where they're at right now. So I will definitely keep you in mind, Melissa. It may not be something that we have up on the website in the rescue area or whatever, but I'm not even sure how we're going to do that. But I'll reach out to you and I'll let you know. You and also Bob Kaler. I'm very interested in Bob Kaler as well. And then I have another one. Anxious Aquarius. Lisa, what do you think of a low boy female beta sorority that look like koi fish? And you know what? I think that would be an amazing tank. I would love to have a low boy. I would love to have a great big huge square low boy tank to do a beta sorority. And the as far as the koi beta, I think that's what you mean, the koi beta fish, I think that would be a beautiful tank. I mean, especially if they're all related, that would be even better. All from the same spawn or something. Maybe if you know somebody that breeds betas, you can get their females. Just a thought. Go ahead.
Evan Rifkin, Merry Christmas. Everyone can't stick around. I got to go to sleep or Santa won't come to my house.
Aww.
But enjoy the stream. Well, sorry, Evan, you're probably long gone by now, but thank you so much for that. David LL is got the #1 foam finger. Thank you for that. Arturo Alvarez, my fish have ick, and I think it's too late to fix. Unless they are almost dead, it's not too late to fix. Ick is annoying. It is something that we all go through, but it is also one of the easiest ailments to correct in our fish. Raise that temperature up, put some salt in there first thing, and you should have aquarium salt sitting around because you probably watched my video about it. So hopefully you have some salt around. Raise that temperature up, get it up there. If it's a tropical tank that you normally keep at 80 degrees, put it up to like 84. If it's a goldfish tank, then those are always a struggle. But raise that temperature up 4 or 5 degrees from where it is now. Add some salt to it. Read the directions on the bag, and then once stores are back open again, I guess Friday, everything will be back. No, because Friday's Christmas. Saturday, then go and get you some ick medication. But you'll probably notice a significant change just in doing the salt and the temperature. So think of it like the common cold.
Yeah.
And raising the temperature up gets them warm and cozy, helps them to fight off further infection.
Right.
And the salt is almost like an elixir. It's like a cough medicine. So there you go.
Exactly. Mainly Beta says, my lady bought me a 75-gallon for Christmas. Was the best gift I ever got. That's awesome. I mean, I think that's so cool when people get like fish tanks or fish equipment for Christmas. We talked about this last week. But if you, I don't think you should get people fish for Christmas if they've never kept a fish before. But if they're your friend and they've been in the hobby a long time and they know what they're doing and they want, they've said, gosh, if I had the money, I'd get this awesome fish, and you got that for them, then that's cool. I mean, as long as they know.
Matthew, he did it too. He came in again and he's winking at me. And the reason why he's doing that is because he knows I'm going to mess his last name up again, even though he did such a good job clearing it up last time. And I believe it was Nahaney. That's how I'm going to say it. And Matthew, if you don't like it, I'm sorry, but I'm trying here. It's hard. I can't remember what I did this morning, let alone how to pronounce your name from last week. So Megan and Andrew Johnson came in with the big pink oval. It's a $50 good grief super chat. Holy moly. Merry Christmas. We love you all.
Oh, thank you very much. Merry Christmas to you as well.
Absolutely. That's a beautiful thing. You didn't have to do that. It's just, it blows my mind about as much as it would blow my mind if Mr. Beast was in here.
Oh, goodness. Hey, did you know also, it's not just the week of Christmas. Did you know that it's going to be Candy's 40th birthday on Sunday?
I did not know that.
Yeah. Everybody tell Candy happy birthday.
I did not know that. Absolutely. Happy birthday, Candy.
She's probably like, Lisa.
Yeah, because now it's going to be constant. Happy birthday, Candy. Happy birthday. But yeah, of course you're going to get happy birthday wishes from us.
Yes, of course.
Especially if I knew. Thank you. I'm not on Facebook, so I don't get those notifications and all that kind of stuff.
I didn't get a notification on Facebook. They only do that the day of. If you're a real friend, you know before. Just saying.
Candy doesn't know my birthday. If she does, then I am a total jerk. Derek Aker, Ginger Graves, and Jimmy46732 all joined the team tonight. They all became members. Awesome. Welcome to the team. I'm pretty sure Ginger Graves has been here before.
Heck yeah.
Just rejoining up again, which is kind of cool because if you became a member during the stream and then you re-up, it shows you again. So it kind of gets your name highlighted again, which is cool. Mandy Boyd pooped on us. First one, disappointing that Bob Kaler, who was the one last week that was pooping on us through the whole stream, master photographer or something like that.
Yeah, master
and then and I see Fish from Fever in the chat, but he hasn't pooped on us. Don't poop on us, James. It's okay. You got a bunch of kids to buy gifts for and stuff like that. Don't poop on us. We're good. Twin Cities Guppies, Kang Lee and the family. Happy holidays, John and Lisa.
Thank you. You too.
Hope you guys are doing well. We're doing very well. Thank you so much to that.
I bet those cute little girls have gotten so big.
Yeah, they are adorable, and it's a daggone shame we haven't gotten to see them again since, was that 18 when we saw them? Or was that
2018? Yeah, I think I have a selfie with them on my Instagram page from way back then. They were so cute.
Yep, they absolutely were. They've been in many of his videos too, and they're just perfectly splendid. Trivia question, what's that from?
Oh, goodness.
You got another one?
Oh, no.
Okay. Catwoman VA, Merry Christmas. A whole bunch of Christmas-themed emojis. Love you guys. All my little buddies are doing great. Thanks to all the info and supplies. And, of course, my betta.
Aww.
That's awesome. Thank you.
That is great.
And she was one of the first to order a fish from us.
I remember, yeah.
Which is super exciting. Diana Sky, thanks to you, I now have MTS. Sorry about that. And couldn't be happier from one long time 15-gallon tall to a 20-gallon tall, 28-gallon bow front, and 2 nanos all planted. Love your channel. Yeah, isn't it interesting how that happens? And on the topic of MTS, I didn't even talk about this in the beginning, but I planned on it. We are moving the other tanks up here, folks. We haven't yet. And it's kind of a good thing. We're not in a rush. The way we have things set up down there, we're able to run our business down there without any delay or any challenges at all. It's not set up exactly the way we'd like it to be because the tanks are in the way, but we're still able to do everything that we need to do. But we will be moving the tanks up, and there is one big change that's going to happen. There was going to be an L behind Marie there that was going to be both 240-gallon tanks. But these desks that I have are way bigger than I thought they were.
Oh,
These are 8 foot long, 3.5 foot wide desks.
And heavy.
They're not even desks. They're dining room tables,
Yeah.
but they really should be more like conference tables. These things are huge. And I don't know, my math was wrong. I thought we were going to have the space over there, but we don't. The tanks would overlap if we were to do that, and that just wouldn't look good. So instead, we're going to put a 4-foot tank there to Marie's right. And then if we do that, we'll be able to turn the camera like this, and you'll be able to see it. Now, if we turn it, you see my computer, but we'll be able to turn the camera, and you'll be able to see 2 tanks. My desk is in an L shape going here in front of the 360, and then there's another one up against the wall here. So I don't have the room to put a tank over here. It's going to have to go, anyway, the tank's going to go over there, and then my other 240 is actually going to go on the opposite wall over here, which means you'll never see it in a live stream unless the world goes back to normal and we can have a guest sitting right there.
Oh, yeah, that would be awesome.
And then that person would have the 240 behind them. But as of right now, we just have my bobbleheads and all of my cameras and all that kind of stuff behind them. But anyway, just thought I would mention that we only have 2 aquariums up here right now. There is Scott, who's right there, and then the 360. But, that's going to be changing. We're going to get the other ones up here whenever.
Yeah.
I mean, hey, I've learned to have to slow down. I'm not in a rush. So
And the interesting thing is, since you got your blood pressure under control and you've been eating better, and well, that's gotten better, even though you're doing that right now. That has calmed down a lot, trust me. But since you've been taking your medicine and stopped drinking Coca-Cola all day and doing all that, you actually get more done. You get so much more done. So it's like not thinking about it and stressing over trying to get more done actually helps you to get more done, as weird as that sounds.
yeah, it is weird. I have not consumed any sugar that I know of in 2 weeks, which is crazy. I don't think there's ever been a 2-week block except for maybe when I was an infant.
Why are you lying?
What? Why?
You're
What?
lying.
I'm not lying. What do you
I
mean?
saw you eat those 2 chocolates last night.
Oh, that's right. It's Christmas time. Give me a break. That's the only sugar that I've consumed. I used to consume sugar all day long. Sweet tea, sodas, 2 big scoops of sugar in my coffee. None of that
Now
anymore.
he has sugar-free creamer, and he's using the stevia. So
Stevia has changed my life. I thought stevia was going to taste just like Sweet and Low and all that other nonsense. There's a nasty taste to those sweeteners. These don't have that. Stevia doesn't have that. So people are probably wondering, when is he going to do the giveaway? It's coming soon. Don't worry. It's coming. You got anything, or should I move on here?
Oh, I'm just following along with you. I guess I should be. Shame on me.
Well-
Geek Mashup. I'm sorry if I mispronounced your name. Do you think blood parrots would fit in a 55-gallon? And yes, I do. Yeah.
I don't think they would. I know for a fact they would.
Yeah, they will. I mean, they don't get so big that you're going to have to run out and get a tank, and yeah, they're adorable too.
They get bigger than most people think, but they're not monster fish.
Right.
So yeah, they'll certainly go in a 55. Now don't go putting 13 of them in a 55 gallon, but you can put a couple of them in there with some smaller cichlids, some blue acaros or something like that in there that aren't going to get huge. And yeah, you'll be good to go. Christine Gautier, I still hope I'm saying that name right. You said there was a different way to say it. Gautier.
I am not, no.
Yeah, we're not going through that again. I'm just going to call you Christine from now on.
Thay. I remember that. Go Thay.
Well,
Thay.
She has a grievance. You're awesome. Merry Christmas. I always thought a grievance was supposed to be like, I have a complaint. Isn't that a grievance? Like, what's your grievance? I don't like how many hours I'm working. I'm not saying that personally. I love what I do, but I'm saying, I don't know. Anyway, but come on. You are awesome because you still keep coming onto this stream.
Even though we say your name wrong.
Even though I say your name wrong every time. I mean, it's just, why? I don't know. Whips World also wanted to wish us a Merry Christmas.
Oh, Merry Christmas.
Are you ready? Okay. Chelsea Simonson again. My fiance and I can't wait to see what you guys do with the 240. We love all the tanks you guys have shown us. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. Thank you for all your time and experience sharing. Well, I'm going to tell you exactly what we're going to do in that tank. I've said it a million times, but I'm going to say it again. Why? Because I'm excited about it. I can't wait to do it. That tank is going to be 100% blacked out, black substrate, black lava rock, because that's the only black rock I know of, stacked up in a nice way. I'm going to get some super bright lights in there, and it's going to be full of about 50 yellow labs. That's what's going in that tank. I can't wait. That tank was purchased just to do that. Watch the video that I'm going to be putting out on Sunday. It tells the whole story of that tank. It's a lot of fun. I tried some extra things. What I was going to talk about earlier when I said YouTube, I've had this new epiphany recently where I've wanted to start experimenting a little bit in the videos. I'm not going to go crazy. Don't worry. It's not going to start becoming stuff that is not fish related stuff. That's not what I mean. But I've thought about just having a little bit of fun and doing things that you don't typically see on our videos. And I can't wait for it. And Sunday is kind of when that's going to start because we got some drone footage in there and stuff like that. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Don't forget the feet. That was all me. Remember, just remember, when you see feet, that's me. Mm-hmm. I did so good.
She did do good. It was fun. We went out and did some filming.
I learned how to do some really cool stuff with some new equipment. I feel professional now. Just call me, instead of Jimmy, call me Jamie. Yeah, I'm that good. Jimmy, watch out.
Jimette Gimbal. I'm really fighting this urge so bad to order a new camera. It's a real struggle. I'm really struggling to not do it.
About that.
I know that.
Yeah.
But it's, it might happen. I might do it right after this stream. I don't know.
He's not.
I'm just going to have to do it without you knowing I'm doing it.
He's talking out of his butt.
No. Okay. Kimberly Bryant. House next to me is being renoed, and I got a free tank from there.
Oh, cool.
Can't wait to get parts to set it up. I think it's a 20 gallon. That's awesome. Free tanks are always the best ones.
They really are.
The fish look better in free tanks. Filters usually run more efficiently in free tanks.
Because they're free.
It's a beautiful, beautiful thing. Why does this do this? It keeps... Okay. Xanadu do marry everything. FYI, I have 10 female bettas in a 75 gallon.
Oh, cool.
But they're getting moved to 20 longs. Tetras and Rasboras coming instead. Schoolers.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if you have 10 bettas in a 75 and they're getting along, I wouldn't move that. I would not. I would leave it alone.
One of the things that I've learned, and I've experimented a little bit, of course, very cautiously, especially like with my 125 gallon sorority tank. I noticed aggression issues in that tank when I moved it from the garage down to the basement. So I did have to take a couple out, and it just wasn't the same when I moved it. When moving the 75 gallon from one side of the room to the other, that was no big deal. They stayed in there. We moved it over there very, cautiously, but breaking down my 125 and separating them all for like that month, and then rescaping the 125 once we got it back downstairs, and putting them back in. It was like they went from being together and getting along to having their own rooms, and they're like, why do we want to share space with somebody? We had our own rooms, so they got a little grouchy. So my advice is, if you don't have to separate a beta sorority and they're doing amazing, leave them alone.
Yeah, couldn't agree more. That was a disaster, and we learned our lesson there. When things are going well, you leave it alone.
Yeah, well, I mean, it wasn't like they all killed each other. I just noticed there was some aggression issues, and I had to remove a couple, and it is what it is, but they're all good now.
I really like the way Moonstone Aquatics thinks. Order the camera, KG Tropicals. Life is short and tomorrow is not promised. See?
Ban them. Ban them. Ban them.
And Fish Tank Barn is a techie, so he asked what camera. The R6. I have it in my shopping cart right now. I just have to push.
It's going to be a shame if we lose internet tonight.
I just have to push checkout. Listen, I bought a new computer this week. I bought a bunch of gear that we're using and we're having fun with, and it's awesome, and it's going to add little flavor to the videos. Mike, if you want to message me privately, we can talk about that. But I've spent a lot of money on specifically YouTube related things, and it's like, why not just get a camera too? I don't know.
Because the other two, what's wrong with them? Sorry.
I know, but it's just, hey, look, anyway. Charlene Caffrey. Yep, that's the next one. I got a 75 gallon for Christmas to update my 36. I only have 2 angels and some tetras. What else should I add? More angels and more tetras. Some bristlenose plecos.
But you got to be careful with those angels, remember?
I know, but
angels remind me of female betas. If you stick them in after you have an established tank, they're going to be like, get out of here.
It is a little intimidating, but yeah, I mean, all fish are that way. Listen, I didn't sleep well whatever night it was that I bought this Oscar, and I don't see him. He's hiding, but because I swear the white Oscar, he's going back there to say hi to the new one, which means the new one's getting ready to pop out right here. Here he comes. Watch this. Here he comes. Oh no, the white one's coming out. You can't find him. So the white Oscar there, which is one of my favorite Oscars that I've ever seen. He's just gorgeous.
He's a killer.
Immediately had the big wide open mouth, and the new Oscar was floating in the bag, and he was immediately like big mouth, like, what's this? He was not happy. And they weren't hurting him, but they were expressing their dominance on him when I first put him in there. And I didn't sleep well that night because I was worried about the little guy. In the next morning when I came out, he was acting completely normal. It wasn't until like 2 days later that he decided to start hiding behind the log there. So I might just take the log out because I want to see the fish. I don't want him hiding. Anyway, we also have a vampire pleco that's like 7 or 8 inches long now that's back there under that log and never, ever comes out. All we ever see from time to time is a little bit of one of his fins sticking out with the little dots on it. He's beautiful. What little bit we get to see of him. But anyway.
He really is a beautiful fish. I hope he sticks around.
Yeah. I don't even know what got me on that. Mandy Boyd with the $20. Good grief. I have a 75-gallon tank and stand sitting on my front porch that I'm itching to set up. So frustrating waiting on my floors to be finished before I can move it in. Merry Christmas to everyone and happy birthday, Candy. You know, Mandy, I don't know how old you are, and it doesn't really matter. I'm going to tell you this. Enjoy the process of just researching what you're going to do.
Yeah.
What kind of filters am I going to use or filter? Am I going to do plants? What kind of fish? Am I going to do this? What kind of... Enjoy that part of it. That's what I'm doing with the 240 there. I'm just enjoying myself. Like, what kind of lights am I going to get? I mean, I know that there's going to be a sump on there because it's pre-drilled and everything for the sump. So there's no question as far as what kind of filter I'm going to do, but how am I going to do the filter? How am I going to set things up? I'm enjoying that part of it. There is a little bit of pressure. I want to get it done because I don't want you sitting in front of an empty glass box for 6 months. But
well, I've learned after this stream, I will probably wear white, or maybe I'll just wear yellow and I'll be the yellow labs.
This is going to sound very inappropriate, but white would just blow you out because of the lights and all of that kind of stuff. So dark is good. The biggest thing is going to be the light behind you will make a huge difference and you won't blend in quite so much. But literally everything behind you is black. Where I have some little highlights and stuff back there. I've got my my picture of Murph. I've got my betta photo that I bought for you, but is behind me. And then we've got the arowana picture that Multi-Tank Addiction did for us.
And then the other arowana picture.
Yep, Priscilla's arowana picture is
you can't see it.
right there. And yeah, you can't see it in this particular shot, but anyway, we'll work on that. You got anything? Okay. A.M. Paulson, living with my parents who both hate fish tanks. Showed them your vids. They got me a 15-gallon for Christmas.
That's so cool. That's really awesome.
That might be the best comment, super chat, anything we've ever gotten. I mean, we convinced his parents, her parents, don't really know. We convinced this person's parents to get him an aquarium. That's a beautiful thing.
That's really cool, yeah.
Okay, let's go ahead and do this. Let's do this real quick here. It's going on 10 o'clock.
I got it. I have to do something.
Go right ahead.
That's to you, Rob Brown. All right, go ahead.
That's funny. Okay, I'm like, have you just had a stroke? What do you...
That's not very nice.
Okay. I am looking, not going to show you who it's from, but I'm looking now at my Facebook Messenger.
You can see the reflection in the... It's a joke. It's a joke.
If you can read that in the reflection on the tank, then
they're on their phones doing this.
You should probably be you should have a career in espionage if you can actually read that. So,
I'm so excited to find out who it's going to be.
Spy, my spy, who I know is watching, if you could do me the favor and differentiate which one gets which, that would be nice. Because I've got two names. I know what the two names are, but I don't want to say them until I know which one is getting which. I'm sure this person is going to say, do whatever you want. But, you know, one is definitely, I mean, these are both great filters. But most people would pick the shark over especially if it's free. So
I am so excited. I can think of a couple people that, there's a lot of people in here I'd love to see win. But there's some that pop out in my mind a little bit more.
Okay, I see the 3 dots, which means this person is typing to me, letting me know which one is which. And as I'm staring here with this anticipation as the 3 dots continue to do this, if the message is pick whichever one you want, I'm going to be mad for sitting here waiting. But everybody pay attention. Turn your volumes up and make sure you are listening. I don't know what we're going to do if one of these people or both of these people aren't here, because then I guess our spy. Okay. My spy decided to be a smart aleck and say, you pick, but then clarified. Okay. Let me find this person in the chat.
Can I see?
Sure.
Oh, good one.
You approve? Listen, I told the spy, I
Yes.
said,
Yes.
I completely trust your judgment.
There's a reason why. I think that, yeah.
Okay. So I'm just going to read them as they're typed on here. I was going to try to find in the chat so that I can make sure that I was reading the name appropriately. But I'm going to read exactly what has been sent to me. The winner of the Shark ADV 600, which is 158 gallons per hour, is what this processes. Very good filter. Again, I've done a video on it, and the video did extremely well. And the people in Italy that manufacture these know who I am now because of that. Apparently, that video caused quite a stir in a very good way, meaning they could not produce these things fast enough after that video got done. The winner of this video, of this filter is Charlie7842. And Charlie, I sure hope you're in here right now because it'll be a pleasure to congratulate you on winning this filter. Really excited for Charlie. Everybody say yay,
Yay.
for Charlie. As long as he's here. Because Charlie, if you're not here, you blew it, my friend. You blew it because this was going to be yours. And you know what? Here's what's going to happen. I'm going to wait to announce the winner of this one until we hear from Charlie. If we hear from Charlie, then we move on. Yeah, where you at, Charlie? Come on. Don't tell me you had to go eat dinner, Charlie. I don't see Charlie yet.
Give him a chance.
Wow, look at now the chat. The chat's moving so fast now it's blurry. Geez, what's happening now?
I'm just looking for Charlie.
That's all. There's a Carrie. That confused me a little bit. Come on, Charlie. What are you doing? Are you so excited from winning that your hands are shaking now? There he is! Yay!
I didn't see him.
Yep, right there at the bottom. You're on a
There
delay.
he is. Okay, yeah.
Congratulations,
I've seen
Charlie.
his name 200 times.
Charlie, what you need to do is email me at kgtropicals@gmail.com and we will get your information and all that kind of stuff. Obviously, this isn't going to get sent out till probably Monday because, well, you know, but yeah. So I think it's really cool, and it proves that our spy picked a good person because I just saw this person in the chat congratulating Charlie for winning this, and which that makes it that much more special.
Yeah, that one, there's a reason why I'm excited about that one.
Good. Ciche Micron filter. I'm not going to do a whole advertisement for this. Again, I've done a video about this. The video is me in the thumbnail going like this, where I'm holding a little heater, which is the Jolly heater, and the Micron. And it's perfect heater / filter combo for nano tank. Something like that is the name of the name of the video. Very cool little filter. I have this filter running. You can't see it. Why do I do that? I have a Micron running as the sole filtration unit in my 15-gallon cube that has Scott from King and Queen cichlids in it. So he's a king betta.
Yeah, not the real Scott.
I didn't put Scott in a 15-gallon tank, no. I want to do a video about Scott because he's a completely different fish than he was when I got him, when you got him for me.
He's awesome.
The winner of the Ciche Micron is Texas Fish Room. Congratulations, Texas Fish Room. I don't need to wait to see if this
He's here.
Yeah.
This guy had a really bad situation this week, so I'm happy he won something.
Well, good. Then that's perfect.
His fish tank busted. Like that, I think his Oscars were in. Yeah.
Oh, that makes it even worse.
Yeah.
Not Oscars. So yes, I want to thank my spy. I'm not going to say who the spy is. You'll never know unless the spy decides to announce that, yep, Texas Fish Room, there he is. He's there. And he's a member too. That makes it even better. Message me. I could be wrong, but I feel like he has also ordered from our website. I feel like I've seen Texas Fish Room like in the comment on an order.
So.
I could be wrong. I'm not mad at you if I'm wrong. But yeah, that's very, very cool. So email me, kgtropicals@gmail.com, and I'll get your information. I'm kind of assuming we're sending this micron to Texas. I don't know. Just a hunch. So anyway, now let's watch the numbers go down. Don't go anywhere, folks. It's Christmas Eve. What else do you have to do? If you're not with your family now or having a Christmas Eve dinner, then you're like us. You're not getting together with your family tonight. So hang out with us till 10:30. I don't know if anybody's streaming after us.
At Fish from Fever, doesn't he stream after us?
He usually does, but it's Christmas Eve. I don't know. I have ordered many times from y'all. Yeah, see, I knew that. I knew that. Like
We look at names so much, but yeah, if it's not like his name says Texas Fish Room and then his address, but I do remember seeing that in notes somewhere. So
we've had YouTubers order from us.
oh my gosh, what about Mike?
Mike from Aqua Pros ordered from us. I was talking to him on the phone the other day, and he was like, yeah, I ordered those plushies from you. I said, what? You did what? And apparently the name that I thought was his name is not his real name. It's not like I thought his name was Aqua Pros, but
You thought it was Mike something else, not
right.
Mike what it is.
So when it came through as Mike, his actual last name, I didn't know. So I treated it like I would any other customer, which is very good. And the same thing happened with Fish Room Fever. The Fish Room Fever is another guy I've had many, many conversations with. And I know his name's James, but I still can't tell you his last name. So he ordered under James, but then apparently Fish Room Fever was his email address. I don't look at everybody's email address when the orders come in. It's all kind of automated. So I didn't know that was him. And again, I just did what I normally do. But all of a sudden I go on his stream one night and he's wearing our shirt. I'm like, how did you get that? So anyway, but yeah, congratulations to Charlie. Congratulations to Texas Fish Room. Yep, Fish Room Fever is streaming tonight, and apparently he is also doing a giveaway.
Oh,
so
nice.
There you go. What a giving night for Christmas Eve.
Well, I had a question.
A question for me?
No, me.
Oh.
Anxious Aquarist asks, Lisa, what have you done with Bubbles' old setup? And at first I wasn't going to do anything because it was so hard. But his tank is actually set up in the beta room where, like, directly on the wall where he's buried. So it's like he's behind his tank on the other side of the wall. But I put 12 snails in there, and I put a male beta in there that was actually supposed to be a female back in the day. I had bought little, small betas, and they were sold to me as all girls, but he ended up being a boy, so I had to take him out, and I had him in a little nano tank in my dining room, and I was like, you know what, poor thing, he was only in a 3.5 gallon tank, and I was like, I'm going to move you down to Bubbles' tank. So he's in Bubbles' tank. I haven't named him or anything. So he's with the 12 snails.
SH says, my Fluval 407 primer pump broke. Is there a fix for it? Now, when you say primer pump, I'm assuming you mean the thing on the top. And I don't know. I don't know if there is a fix for that. What I would do if I were you is go to fluvialaquatics.com and they will have, they have like a support page, contact us and all that kind of stuff. I would reach out to them. If you send it today, naturally, don't be upset if you don't hear back from them till like Monday or something like that. But I would reach out to them. There might be a way that you can take the entire housing on the top apart and remove that. But I don't know. It is something, I feel for you because that is kind of a flimsy thing. And almost all canister filters that have those primers like that it's kind of a dinky little toothpick that you're sliding up and down. So it's a shame that happened, but it doesn't surprise me because they are so delicate. But I guess they're assuming it's not something you're going to be doing all that often. So, you only have to be able to do it a few times. So anyway, I wish I could help you more, but I've never had that happen. So I don't know the proper fix for that. Rico Stan apparently is no longer Fish Room Fever's incognito trolling channel name. And what I mean by that is he can go places and he can comment on people's streams or videos and nobody would know it was him. He spoiled that. Oh, no. That's not him. Okay. This is from Fish Room Fever. He had some issues. Otherwise, he'd have sent it himself. Okay. So Rico Stan, I guess, is a friend of Fish Room Fever. But anyway, yeah, that was fun. But I maybe should have read the whole thing before I said all of that. But you got something? Otherwise,
well, I just wanted to say something. Melissa Graves and Moonstone Aquatics, I just wanted to say I hope your kids feel better. So,
absolutely.
And I hope you have a wonderful Christmas, along with everybody else that's watching.
Of course. Darcy 13111. Yeah, 111. Just wanted to let you know my guppy babies are all still alive. Thank you so much. You guys are the best.
Oh, awesome.
I'd love to hear that. That is awesome. I don't know what we did to help your guppy babies, but I'm really excited that they're doing well.
Yes.
Lady Aquatics, Merry Christmas to you both and all of our fish community. What a beautiful community this is.
Yeah, thank you.
Catwoman VA, again, FYI, Steele, the betta with the swim bladder issue, is all better and loves exploring the tank bottom. Such a huge difference. The vids have really helped. Thanks again. Let me tell you all something. I'm not just speaking to Catwoman here. I'm speaking to everybody. Selena, Kyle, I'm talking to you, but I'm talking to everybody else too. She's got some plans for a lot. I'm pointing to her. She's directly across from me here. See, here's my hand in front of her camera. She's got a lot of plans for a lot of very educational betta videos. She'll be saying beta.
I'll be saying beta. I'm sorry. I know that offends some people, but...
I still have to think real hard every single time I'm going to say that word to make sure that I say betta. Still not used to it, and I still don't like it, but there's going to be a lot of those coming out. And the comments that entertain me the most on those videos are the ones when people comment and they say, you're pronouncing it as in the Greek letter when it's actually pronounced this, and they go into this long explanation as if we've never heard that before.
I mean, I don't know. I don't want to get into it, but it's just people from all over the world speak different languages and people have accents and nobody says everything exactly the same way. And then, I'm one of millions of people that say it this way, but I get called out. Whatever, it does not hurt my feelings in the least bit. I really could care less that it's said, but it just kind of makes me laugh. Like, okay, whatever. Whatever.
It's just funny to me that, like, if I saw something like that, I would look at it and say, this channel has done a lot of videos about these fish. They sell these fish. I think they probably know they're saying it wrong.
Yeah.
Before I waste all that time typing up this long comment explaining why betta is the appropriate pronunciation.
And it's
Whatever.
so funny. I just saw somebody say, where is it? They said tomato, and I actually commented that a year or two ago on one of those videos. I think it was like 2 videos. Oh, and then I got an explanation of why that was wrong by that person. And I'm like, I give up, whatever. But yeah, I'm really excited about making these beta videos because I think one of the things that's always held me back from making videos in the past, it's not that I don't know how to properly take care of fish or know what I'm doing or anything like that. I will honestly say I had a little bit of camera phobia at one time, and I couldn't really get it out there, even though I know that the camera is right there, and at that time nobody is really watching me. It could be edited, it could be deleted. I still felt like I was talking to like you live, and I just couldn't do it. And I would say it but not really mean it, and I would have to like think about it really hard before I said it so it came out perfect, so then it sounded scripted. And no, not anymore. I'm not doing that anymore. So
Well, you've done like 300 videos now. You're confident. You're getting very good at it. We're all practicing. Every single one of us are practicing. And I had a conversation with the guy at the store where I bought this Oscar, and he was like, yeah, I got a lot of fish, and I love watching fish videos on YouTube. It's just not something that I've ever had the confidence to do. He's like, I work at a fish store. I know how to talk about these things, but I don't have the confidence to do it. And I said, well, just do it anyway. Mm-hmm. And if you don't like the video, delete it. You don't have to upload it. That's the beautiful thing about this. Now, if you're doing this live like we are and you say something stupid, like I do all the time, there's not really a whole lot you can do about that. But if you're editing a video, if you don't like what you said, start over.
And what really bothers me too, I held back so much in the past that, there's so many videos I feel like I could have done, back when, I still have discus and I could still do videos about discus. It doesn't matter. I have knowledge about discus that I would love to share with everybody. Fishy Biz, I still need to talk to you about discus. I'm so sorry. But yeah, Mbunas, I had a series that I was doing for a little while, and I know a lot about Mbunas. I know so much about them, and I feel like I could be sharing more. And, maybe with the yellow labs I will. Who knows?
You absolutely can. I'll do the videos about the tanks, but then you can do the videos about caring for the fish. That'll be perfect.
Because let's be honest, who took care of all the fish in the fish store when we had it?
We did.
I did mainly. Because you were the technical person. You were building, you did all the heavy duty stuff, the sumps, and you did everything with the filtration and all the major things. So you were really good with that. Now, you did teach me a lot as far as how to take care of the fish, but then I kind of took that over a lot.
Anyway, we got 11 minutes left, and we got a lot of these to get through. Stephen LeBlanc, Merry Christmas to you both. What do you think about one Oscar with one green terror and one electric blue Jack Dempsey in a 75-gallon? I would do 80% water changes per week and very over-filtered. I think it could be done. It could certainly be done. I think that they're going to get to a size where eventually you're going to be like, they're alive and they're healthy, but we ought to put them in something bigger. I think that's going to end up happening for you. You don't have to have a 360 to have Oscars in it, but you want to because they're so adorable and so cute. Ethan Wilson, is that Crystal's? What's Crystal's son's last name?
No. Ethan Wilson, he's been following us for a very long time, even since when he was younger. But no, it's not.
He says, Merry Christmas, Uncle John and Aunt Lisa. How about the football team? Ha, ha, ha.
Okay, you're thinking of Ethan Turley.
Okay, I didn't know his last name. Do we have a nephew named Ethan? Anyway, what do I think about the football team? I think they're a mess, like usual. If we're talking about the Washington football team, they can't get out of their own way. But I've been watching, and I'll watch Saturday. I think they're playing Saturday. But yeah, they're an S show. I can't say the real word because I'd get in trouble. But yeah, SH again. I have an Angel, 12 Rummy Nose Tetras, and 10 Panda Corridoras in a 75. Is there another largish fish I can add? An Angel, 12 Rummy Nose, 10 Panda Corridoras. You know, I don't like the idea of there being an angel. So I want to see you add more angels.
Right. One angel, at least you don't have to worry about breeding and aggression.
This is true, but...
And the other fish aren't going to pick on the angel, so he'll just be the tank boss.
I mean, largest fish, I'd love to say something like Denison Barbs, but you already have the Rummy Nose that'll give you that chaos. That's a tough one because I love angels. 75. How about some Severums? There you go.
Yeah.
How about some Severums? That's perfect. Well done, John. Whips World again pooped on us.
So proud of you.
Decided to get in on that poop party. Furloughs Aquatics thought $20 wasn't enough, so he put in another $10 and says, okay, now you can start the show. I'm here.
Aww.
Just kidding. Much love, you guys. You missed when we were talking all about you, and we were saying a lot of things about you earlier, so you have to go back on replay and watch that. They were all good. Priscilla MK Art. Hopefully she saw me show her little picture over there. She sent us a bigger one, which I have yet to frame.
That's because it's in the house.
It's in the house. I'm going to have to get that in a frame and get that up there and put it there because that is an acoustic panel that we don't need anymore. So that looks ugly. We'll take that off and put her bigger picture there. But thank you, Priscilla. You're a sweetheart. Derek Parham became a member. Lots of new members tonight. Candy Overhauls super chatted us for her birthday. She super chatted us. Much love to you both. Well, you know we love you too, Candy.
Thank you, Candy.
Merry Christmas to you, my lady. Amber G says Merry Christmas with $20 attached. I don't know why these people spoil us as much as they do. Thank you, Amber.
Thank you.
Derek Parham. Isn't that a name I just said? Yes, he became a member. Hey, y'all, I work in Jessup and was wondering if y'all wanted an albino redfin zebra. He's such a bully. He snuck into a shipment of peacocks I just got. If you're trying to give away a fish, you ought to not say that they're a bully. Just let people figure that out on their own. But no, in all honesty, I love albino redfin zebras, but I wouldn't have anywhere to put them. That tank that is behind Marie is going to be exclusively yellow labs. There will be nothing else in there except for maybe a pleco of some type, but not a common pleco, not bristle nose plecos. It'll be something, maybe that vampire will go in there. I don't know, but that's all that's going to go in there. So I wouldn't have anywhere to put it. But I do love the albino red top zebras. It's weird that it got mixed up with peacocks. You'd think people would be able to know that that's not the right one. SH, after all the super chats tonight, decided to become a member too. How exciting is that? Lefty3213A. I said it all because it's Christmas time. Merry Christmas all. Hope you have a good one.
Aww.
Absolutely. You too, my friend. I'm sorry I'm going quick here, folks. We got 6 minutes left. August Dewell became a member. Lots of new members tonight. This is crazy.
Awesome.
Kevin Burkett, I'm not going anywhere. Broken foot, so I'm stuck home. Super excited when you guys went live. Well, hey, I'm glad we could help fill an hour and a half of your time as you're sitting there. I've never had a broken foot, but I know somebody else who has, and they were always looking for things to entertain.
3 months of just boringness.
I can sympathize. I haven't had a broken foot, but I've had a messed up back that I had to have surgically repaired. So I've been there, and it sucks.
And the worst part is the hardware, because it just, the first few years afterwards, it just aches so bad. And it's a great excuse to not exercise. So, yeah.
I had my surgery 21 years ago, and I'm still using that as an excuse. 21 years. We didn't have YouTube and all that back then. You know what I watched every day? Judge Judy, Maury Povich, and I watched a lot of the like ID channel, which I didn't think existed. I don't think existed then, but all those like true crime shows back then, that's what I watched all day long. Fishy Biz, happy holidays to you too. Enjoy and continued success.
Aw, thank you.
Thank you, my friend. There will be an appearance of your hoodie in a video very soon, I promise. For those that don't know what I'm talking about, we were blessed with a couple of beautiful white hoodies
They're coming
from
in handy
Fishy
now.
Biz, and they even have our names on them, which is awesome.
I'm number one.
Of course she is. Matthew Meyer with the $5. Even though I didn't win, take my money.
Aw.
Master Photographer feels bad for pooping on us 64 times last week, so he just decided to send a $5 super chat with nothing attached to it. Don't feel bad. That was fun watching that happen.
Yeah, that was funny.
Gerson, I always lurk and listen to you two while wife and I bathe. Okay, I was thinking that was going weird, but it's not. Bathe our 1-year-old twins.
Aww.
Thanks for always streaming. Merry Christmas. You guys are great. That's awesome.
That's cool.
I mean, you're starting them young.
Yeah.
They're hearing this, and through, it's not really osmosis if they're hearing it, right? I don't know.
They probably think they're fish.
Yeah, they're starting early, and before you know it, they're going to be little 6-year-olds making YouTube videos about fish keeping. How cool is that going to be? And twins
That's
always
so cool.
do really well on YouTube. So I'm saying, Gerson, get them started early. Texas Fish Room, thanks to everyone that told me congratulations. Now I'll have to set up a betta tank.
Wow.
This is great for betta tanks. Like I said, I've got that in Texas Fish Room. Got the Micron, right? Yes.
Yes.
Got that in a 15-gallon tank. It's fantastic. Daniel Ramos, why is this skipping? Thank you guys for all the great information you both provided to your viewers. I've learned so much, and it helped me be successful with my MTS. Merry Christmas. What parameters do you use for your bettas? pH of neutral, temperature about 80.
Yes, because I have to heat the entire room. Whew.
And it's not fun.
No, it's not. But that's okay because they're happy. They're more, when they're happy and they're at the right temperature and the right pH, they're going to be a lot more active. So, I keep them around 80 and a pH of around 7. And the thing is, our pH doesn't come out naturally out of the tap at 7. It's closer to 8-ish. And I put in the catappa leaves and the dark water.
And the Fritz pH new.
I mix that in the water, but and I don't. One thing I've learned to do is just more frequent water changes for those little tanks, not one giant huge, water change. That way the pH doesn't fluctuate too much. It kind of keeps it more consistent. So, just that's my advice.
The Fritz pH neutralizer is one of my new favorite products. It's not a new product, but it's new to me being one of my favorite products. We love that stuff. I did a lot of testing for different products that we can use in a large scale because we have all of these tanks that she is constantly doing water changes in. And that's, you put in there, do you put prime and the neutralizer or guard and just the neutralizer? Because the neutralizer also removes.
It does everything.
Yeah, it's a water conditioner, as well as if your pH is low, it'll raise it up to 7. If it's high, it'll lower it down to 7. The Betta Basics from Seachem, both of these products we sell on our website. I mean,
but
I'm just saying.
I don't use that myself, but it's very good.
It works very, very well. There's other products too, but those two, there's a reason why we picked it up and we have it on our inventory because We use those products. We fell in love with them, and they definitely work great. So
And the catappa leaves, I don't put an entire one in there. I get the big ones and I cut out the middle, and then I cut it into a bunch of little squares, and I'll stick one little square in each, and it works.
And when you order a fish from us, you even get one of those little squares because it
bag.
goes in the bag with the fish.
Yeah.
It's the same one that the fish has always been with. It's
Might
like
as
their little
well.
security blanket.
Yeah, that's how I look at it. So I just send it along with them.
Let me get these last two real quick, and then it is 10:30. Darcy 13111. Again, sorry for the confusion. You guys gave me advice last video on getting guppy grass. Oh, yeah. Okay, good. I'm glad that worked out for you. That is awesome.
Cool.
I'm glad you've got a bunch of guppy babies now. That is
that's
awesome.
great.
James Vaught, got a sorority tank inspired by your videos. Thank you for the knowledge. Merry Christmas. Bravo to you. That's awesome. Sororities are not the easiest thing in the world, but when you get one and you get things going good,
Right.
it's a beautiful thing. We've got 4 that are going very well right now. Excuse me. She has 4 that are going very well right now, and it's just a joy to watch them. So if you've had one too, and she had something to do with your success, that's awesome. That's why we do this. Last one, Alex Solwiski just came in. Do you like to eat fish? No, neither one of us do.
No.
I think the taste of fish is gross. That's just my opinion. It's not
I don't like it.
it's not an ethical thing. I just think it tastes like fish, and I don't like it.
Yeah, I don't like fish. I like shrimp. Shrimp is the only type of meat I'll eat. Shrimp and crabs. I don't eat farm animals, so.
Crabs are horrible. I grew up in the northern neck of Virginia.
No, I don't
and-
like the little teeny ones that you have to pick. I like the
No.
the long ones.
It's too much work, and it still tastes fishy. No,
No, I think it's really good.
I disagree.
Alaskan crab legs. That's what it's called.
And anyway, the only time I eat anything at all that comes out of the water is when the chef flicks a little piece of shrimp in my mouth on the spatula at a Japanese steakhouse. That's the only time I'll eat it, because otherwise,
That's because the awesome thing about that is I get more shrimp.
I would love to say to him, can you just cut off one of those little pieces of steak and throw that at me? But they never want to do it. But anyway, this is, somebody said you haven't had the right fish. Listen, I grew up in the Northern Neck, okay? Northern Neck of Virginia. It's all a fisherman town. I didn't grow up in that town, but I had family there. We went there every weekend. My brother lives there now. We technically live in the Northern Neck now. It's a fish area. I grew up eating flounder and cod and
Ew.
and it's gross. It was always gross to me. And my mom, the household I grew up in, it was you eat that or you go to bed hungry. And that's just kind of how it was.
Me
There wasn't
too.
any of this, okay, sweetheart, I'll cook you some chicken nuggets then. No, wasn't like that. It was you eat what's on your plate or you go to bed.
Yeah.
So I had to eat it, but I hated it.
I always went to bed starving when we had sweet potatoes. I was like, ugh. I even tried them with mustard. I did everything. I just couldn't tolerate it.
Mustard?
Yeah.
That's blasphemous.
Everything I could, and I just couldn't eat. I couldn't eat eggs. I couldn't. Ugh. Nasty.
Listen, it is Christmas Eve. We have had a lot of fun. And we're now impeding on Fish Room Fever's time.
Yes.
So we have to go, folks. This one was a lot of fun. I know it's a little unorganized. This set is going to change every week. It's going to get better and better and better. And the videos are going to get better too after I order that new camera when the stream's over. So anyway, I will turn it over to you. I don't have the ability to switch cameras, so just say your thing and
Sorry.
that'll be it.
Yeah. I hope everybody has a wonderful holiday, no matter how you celebrate Christmas or how you celebrate it, whatever. I always say Merry Christmas. That's what it's been for me. But I hope everyone has a wonderful day tomorrow and the rest of the week until next Thursday, because next Thursday is going to be a lot of fun. I mean, that's New Year's Eve, right? So I think we all celebrate that the same way. But, I mean, I could be wrong. I definitely could be wrong.
We never do anything on Christmas.
No. But anyways, Also, happy birthday, Candy.
Yes, happy birthday, Candy.
And I hope you and Stacy and Caleb and your son, all of you all have a wonderful Christmas along with everybody else. But again, we'll see you next week. Everybody enjoy the holiday. Bye-bye.